Welcome to Ternate, Indonesia, a hidden gem packed with adventure. From climbing volcanoes to diving through sunken buses, this island has something for every explorer. Here are 10 epic adventures you don't want to miss. Hi, my name is Boris, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel where I show you awesome tropical travel destinations most people have never heard of. In this video, I will take you to Ternate Island in North Maluku, Indonesia, and this island fits into this niche perfectly. Ternate is actually an island that has world-class tourism potential, yet it is very far from being crowded. It's actually crazy how much stuff is packed into this small island. A quick note, I will make a separate video about the practical information regarding Ternate, for example, prices and accommodation options and transportation and all that. In this video, I will focus on the adventures, all the sights and experiences Ternate has to offer. So, let's dive in. First up, Mount Gamalama, Ternate's volcano. I had to start this list with this one because Ternate Island is basically one volcano. It doesn't matter where you are on this island, the volcano will be your background. Climbing Mount Gamalama is great adventure, and unlike many of Indonesia's challenging peaks, this one can be conquered in a day. You will need to be fit, but the reward is an incredible panoramic view from the summit. I climbed almost to the top in 2018 with a local guide. I couldn't really reach the very top. I think I was short 50 or 60 meters because the rocks were quite loose at the top and I had an ankle injury, but still, it was an amazing experience and an exhausting one too. It took me about 8 hours there and back, so if you plan on climbing, yeah, don't plan on anything else for that day. If hiking a volcano isn't your thing, don't worry. Ternate has plenty of stunning viewpoints. One of the best ones is actually a restaurant called Florida's. You can enjoy a delicious meal while soaking in views of nearby Tidore and Maitara Islands. There are other vantage points around the island with stunning views. Some of them even have some props like a bicycle on a rope for Instagram photos. But don't worry, you won't have to stand in line to take a photo for yourself, like in Bali, for example. Your camera will be filled with Instagram-worthy shots, that's for sure. Ternate's food scene is just as exciting as its landscapes. Indonesian cuisine is quite underrated compared to other regional cuisines, but Ternate proves that Indonesian food can be exciting. There are some unique dishes here that are hard to find elsewhere. You should try papeda, a traditional sago-based dish with a unique texture. It's kind of a social experience because papeda comes with an assortment of small dishes. So I suggest asking your local host to go with you if you stay in a simple guest house or in a homestay, which I highly recommend. My favorite was this grated coconut dish with fish. It is super delicious. Ternate has a huge selection of tropical fruits as well, and also seafood lovers will be in heaven. Don't miss out on the grilled tuna jaws at local seafood spots. Yep, you heard that right, tuna jaw, which was very meaty. But yeah, tunas grow huge, but actually it's also kind of a sign of how amazing the marine life is, as it is always a local catch. Scuba diving in Ternate is a must. Keep in mind that Ternate and the whole of North Maluku is next to Raja Ampat, so it is still the center of the so-called Coral Triangle. Add to that the volcanic origin of these islands, which is great for marine life. The best dive sites are around Hiri Island, which is a rocky island just north of Ternate. Dive boats come here for incredible coral reefs and vibrant marine life. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced diver, these waters will take your breath away. Well, that's not a good thing underwater, but yeah, they will blow your mind. Now, for something truly unique. In Ternate, you can dive through an underwater junkyard. Since this dive site is just off the coast of Ternate city at a relatively shallow depth, even the entry point of this dive site is pretty unique. You have to walk into the water behind the mosque in a big park. For around 10 meters, so it's great for beginners too, you will find a surreal dive site filled with a sunken bus, a few motorbikes, speedboats, and even a massive shipwreck. Where else can you sit inside a bus underwater? Ternate has a rich history dating back centuries. Ternate was historically a major center for the clove spice trade, making it one of the most prominent islands in the region, known as the Spice Islands. The cloves grown on Ternate were once highly sought after and valuable worldwide. Due to its spice trade, Ternate was a key location for European colonial powers like the Portuguese and Dutch, who built forts on the island to control the spice trade. And those forts still stand today. You can visit the main fort, which was built by the Dutch in the 1600s. It is the biggest structure and it is in the center of the town. There are other smaller but equally interesting forts such as Fort Toluco and Fort Kalamata, which were once strongholds in the spice trade era. And an interesting fact, Ternate is actually a sultanate with a sultan who is the leader of the island. His palace has a museum, but since the sultan lives here, it is often closed. You should check it out if you have the chance because it offers a unique glimpse into Ternate's royal past. For a peaceful escape, visit Ternate's stunning lakes. Danau Tolire is famous for its distinctive color and mysterious legends. According to locals, there are crocodiles that live in the lake, but they are very hard to spot. The viewpoint offers an amazing view with the lake and Mount Gamalama in the background. There is another one called Ngade Lake, which is also at a viewpoint overlooking the other islands. The lakes are enclosed, so swimming is not possible, but the views make them perfect spots to relax and soak in nature. There is one thing Ternate lacks, and that is white sandy beaches. But don't leave this video yet, because there are other actually truly unique beaches on the island. Ternate's volcanic origins have given it some truly unique beaches with black sand. The black sand here creates a striking contrast against the turquoise waters. If you've never walked on volcanic sand before, this is your chance. Ever seen a boat that looks like it's floating in mid-air? At Sulamadaha Bay, which is next to another black sandy beach, the water is so clear that small boats seem to hover above the seabed. This natural optical illusion is something you have to see to believe. And that's a wrap of the 10 most epic adventures on Ternate. Let me know in the comments which one you would like to embark on, which are the most interesting ones for you. Oh wait, actually, these were only 9, right? Yeah, there is one more. Number 10, Ternate is the gateway for the entire region. You can embark on journeys to neighboring islands. You can explore Ternate, Maitara, even Hiri Island. And actually, Halmahera Island is just a 1-hour boat ride away, which I highly recommend visiting. Actually, in my previous video about Halmahera, I made a bold statement. I said that Halmahera would be world famous if it were closer to Bali. You don't believe me? Check out this video and I will show you. Alright, thank you and see you in the next video.